lost. What's the use of the physical with no source? We played up, played up, played up, played up. We played up, played up, played up, played up. We played up, played up, played up, played up. Hold up, y'all gotta pump my taste.
Well, we knew snow was a possibility for this game, and the weather was happy to oblige with a nice layer of white over Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium, and we got more snow on the way. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Oh, it shifts past him, and they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
Ready?
They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Ready? Cut.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Strong start by this defense. Third and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And they're going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
Regular. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Kendre Miller, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd and 5. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Ready?
Now they'll run it on the Tongs. And they'll take this to the 46. The Steelers at 7-4 on the year. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Man open, here's Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Set. Hut, hut.
Operating from the gun, Collins. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
60 red. 60 red. Ready.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. Now the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point, not good by much, but it does snake in. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
But he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You look at the Steeler defense. They come in the top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Running left is Miller. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 3rd and 2. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
In motion goes the tight end.
What's that?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. A beautiful fake. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Miller is in. Touchdown, Washington. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point through the snowflakes, something good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football.
Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. As they've got it as we resume action. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Collins from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Milton Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Allen now looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Monday, 319.
A first down carry now for Miller. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. To the air. Allen. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Gibson again. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Ready?
Now Allen. Open man right side to St. Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Tight. Wide 80!
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Play action. Now it's Allen. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Here we go. Set, cut.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Eventually, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. He's got it in, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play before halftime. 45 yards.
And one great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Allen going to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And again, it's Allen. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Alert! Alert!
Allen. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the set.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Ready.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Collins now operating from the gun. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ready. 52 blaster. Ready.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in this second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Middle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the choke in the 20.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, you set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers use the short field to get in for 6. Point after here coming up. And the conditions miserable for a kicker and a holder, but this one's good, and with it, they take the lead.
Commanders 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So finally, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
56.
Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
back out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Allen. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Allen to throw once more. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Here's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, a big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down. Allen going to run with it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Operating from the gun, Allen. That's complete to his receiver, Gadwin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build on the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Collins. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to run. And he will be taken down. And a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Hubbard will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hubbard again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
319!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Brown 80!
One final try here for Allen. In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 78 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a 1st down.
First down, Washington.
Allen now looks to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You may not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. To the air, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Commanders 26.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try again. Not a whole lot there as they get him down at about the 2. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Kyle Williams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 35, Commanders 26.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that nearly intercepted. And the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Allen going to run with it. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now Allen. And this one is incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Operating from the gun. Allen looking downfield for Godwin. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on, set, cut.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're running 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him out defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Allen, got to have this one. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.